the Director General of Military Operations of Pakistan called the Director General of Military Operations of India at 15:35 hours earlier this afternoon. It was agreed between them that both sides would stop all firing and military action on land and in the air and sea with effect from 1700 hours Indian Standard Time today.
After India gave a befitting reply to Pakistan by avenging the brutal Pahalgam massacre, a crumbled Islamabad was forced to plead to India for a ceasefire. However, even before India could officially announce the news, it was US President Donald Trump who broke the news first, that too after claiming that it did not want to intervene in the matter. Minutes later, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar confirmed the ceasefire on social media. And finally, at 6 p.m., India officially announced the halt in hostilities, making it clear this ceasefire was bilaterally agreed upon with no external mediation involved. Nonetheless, before the ceasefire announcement, the government of India made it crystal clear that any future act of terror would be treated as an act of war. However, just 3 hours after the ceasefire, Pakistan, habitual of backstabbing India, violated the truce. Drone and missile attacks rained down on various Indian locations, Jammu, Punjab and Rajasthan, each of which was intercepted by India mid-air. Following the violation, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri held a briefing late at night around 11 p.m. condemning Pakistan's duplicity, calling it extremely condemnable.
पिछले कुछ घंटों से इस समझौते का पाकिस्तान की ओर से घोर उल्लंघन हो रहा है। भारतीय सेना जवाबी कार्रवाई कर रही है और इस सीमा अतिक्रमण से निपट रही है। ये अतिक्रमण अत्यंत ही निंदनीय है और पाकिस्तान इनके लिए जिम्मेदार है।
During India's Operation Sindoor, which was launched on May 7, New Delhi gave a strong response to terrorism harboring Pakistan by striking 9 terror locations inside their territory. Islamabad's every action targeting civilians in the Indian territory was met with an equal and strong response by the Indian armed forces as they intercepted each of their Chinese missiles and Turkish drones and also destroyed their Noor Khan airbase in Rawalpindi, among 6 others. This made Pakistan realize that India had an upper hand in the conflict, and if the war continued, Islamabad would struggle to even exist. Thus, the Islamic nation was forced to beg for a ceasefire, which India agreed to. Nonetheless, Pakistan violated the truce within hours of its enforcement. The question India must now ask: when a nation repeatedly backstabs peace, is it time to revisit our nuclear doctrine? Should India change its nuclear policy from no first use to first use?